I'm gonna go to my local Goodwill and see if I can thrift some fun stuff. Trying to keep the budget to around $30. Use it as a self-defense weapon. See, this would have been perfect if it had been gold. I looked this bad boy up. They sell for $130. Hello fellow YouTubers, I'm Cassandra Joy, and Christmas just popped onto my phone, and I'm not mad about it. Today is the first chilly day we've had here in Ohio, and I'm loving it. Obviously, I'm wearing a sweatshirt. I've rolled my sleeves up because it's a little warmer in the house than it is outside, but I'm wearing long jeans. I'm wearing my TJ Maxx pinky kind of shoes that I bought, which I did film, and I'll leave that in the corner for you. It was the day I went with Donna and Rachel to TJ Maxx. I have with me a to-go bottle. I mean, there's really no other way to describe this. It's a to-go cup, but it's not really a cup. It's a bottle of Hardy & Sons pumpkin tea. I steeped that this morning, and I decided to take some with me because you always need a festive drink when you're gonna shop for festive things. Have I intrigued you yet? Basically, I'm gonna go to my local Goodwill and see if I can thrift some fun stuff. There's a reason why. It's not just for my shop. I'm actually sourcing some materials for a special event that's happening, but I don't want to give away too much information yet. I'll probably do that when I'm filming with Allie again, which will be coming up really soon. I'm so excited. I have the whole day planned. She's coming here. That's going to be really fun. But I'm going to take you with me on a thrifting trip to Goodwill. I do have a budget. I want to stay under the budget of $30 and see what goodies I can find. And of course, I wanted to take you with me because I know you all love a good thrift store and a good bargain. So I feel like I'm as armed as I can be. I've got Christmas music playing, which always puts me in the best mood. And not on purpose, by the way, it just popped up. I am not listening to Christmas music yet, although I'm not saying no to it when it just happens to pop up on my phone. I feel very 90s right now. This is the kind of sweatshirts we would wear, and scrunchies were all the rage back then. And I just feel like I'm emulating some very 90s vibes accidentally, definitely not on purpose, but I'm not mad about it. I've got fall colored nails. I've got a cozy sweatshirt on. I've got long ripped jeans. You know how I feel about ripped jeans, and a hot beverage. I'm ready to go thrifting. Let's go to Goodwill. Okay, just parked at Goodwill. I've got a few things I want to look for. Sterling silver jewelry, like the one I'm wearing right now. I'm getting kind of into them because as much as I love wearing gold, it just won't not tarnish. Even the ones that are really expensive and say they shouldn't discolor, they still kind of do. They're never quite as brilliantly gold as when I first buy them. So kind of pulling away from gold, sadly enough, because I know sterling silver won't tarnish. I know it's good quality and it will keep forever. So I want to look for that. Goodwill's kind of hit or miss for that kind of thing. I want to look for more dishware, particularly pink or gold dishware. I want to look for blankets, for used Bibles, maybe even some used books that I can make some decorative book bundles for, and maybe a couple things for myself. So that's the plan. We'll see what we find. And again, I'm trying to keep the budget to around $30. So I'm in the book section, and I'm basically just trying to look for hardbacks that have really pretty colors on the inside. I want to do some book bundles that let people decorate. See, this is really pretty. That would go. And I'm trying to make the colors sort of go together. So this book bundle, I'll take all the covers off, but they're all black on the inside, different variants of black. So I'll either make a bundle with just the black or mix and match them with these ones, which you can see is cream, kind of a tan with a little bit of a corally pink there, and then a pink with a darker color. Basically, just going to take the covers off and let people decorate with them. always stop to look at frames to see if they have anything that looks really ornate. This is chipped, so I'll put that back, but I really like gold ornate frames that look like they belong in a French gallery. See, this would have been perfect if it had been gold. Just see if they have anything hidden. Never be afraid to dig. I was just looking up this mug that I found by Ralph Lauren. It's worth $130. And I found it here at Goodwill. Okay, let me unbuckle for this, because I'm about to show you what I got. First of all, I went over budget. Is anyone surprised? But only by $8. I spent $38 total and some cents, but we won't count that. And I have an entire haul in my front seat ready to show you. I found some good stuff. There were a couple things that I wanted to get that one of them was sold. Another one I just didn't have a place for. So I found more than I purchased, which I feel like is very common for thrifting. So the first thing I'll show you, since it's right on top, is this basket. It's a little hard to see. This is one of those things that you could use as decoration and put foliage in, or if you're a gardener, this is perfect to carry your produce in when you're gathering things from the garden. I got this for $2.99. I thought this was perfect, especially for the holidays coming up, Thanksgiving, Christmas. This would be perfect to put your decorations in on a table as a centerpiece, that kind of thing. The next thing is so cool. Now, this might have caught my eye merely because I've been reading the book series by Elizabeth Peters. It's the Amelia Peabody mystery series, and it takes place in Egypt. It's very much like the Mummy movie, just without the fantasy part of it where mummies come alive and stuff. It's very much a whodunit, but in the environment of the Mummy movie, if that makes sense. Same time period, desert, Egypt, murder, mayhem, all the things. Anyway, the main character carries what she calls a parasol, which in other words, an umbrella. And that's her main weapon of choice. She uses it for practical things, but she has them specially designed with a point at the end that she can either poke people out of her way or use it as a weapon. And this caught my eye. Pretty sure that's why. Very cool. I got this for $1.99. The handle's gorgeous. It almost looks like mother of pearl. The design is very 80s, 90s. I'll be honest. I'm not sure I can open it in the car, but before I try, I wanted to show you the tip. So this is basically what made me think of the Elizabeth Peters books because of how long this was and how you could definitely file this down to a point and use it as a, you know, self-defense weapon. I'm not planning on using it for that. In fact, I haven't even decided if I'm selling it or not. I don't know, guys. It's usable. You can definitely use it if you want to, and nobody else would have an umbrella like this. You have to let me know in the comments, should I sell it? Do one of you want it? Or should I keep it for myself? I'm going to attempt to open this. I don't know if I can. Oh, well, maybe I can. Nope, not all the way. Okay. Well, you can kind of see what I'm talking about. The pattern is not modern, but I kind of love it for that reason. Do you know, though, I bet somebody with some talent could color this with tie-dye. Obviously not to tie-dye it with, but just to dye the fabric with. I've done that with fabric before where it was white and I just wanted to change the colors a little bit. Obviously, because this is multicolored, I have no idea how that would turn out, but I think that's a possibility. If you wanted it to be a little more pink, since there's already pink in here, you can douse it in pink and maybe you'll just have a gradient of colors as opposed to a lot of mismatchy colors. It has a tassel right here as another way of holding it on your wrist. I love it. This is probably one of my favorite things that I found today. So cool, right? On to frames. You know, if I'm going thrifting, 9 times out of 10 I'm gonna pick out some kind of frame. I actually put a few back because I didn't want to go terribly over budget. But I found 2 frames that look super cool. This one is just a plain wood frame. It has the kickstand in the back, which I really like when I'm selling frames. Honestly, when I'm buying them for myself too, because I like the option of hanging them or sitting them up. And I found that when I buy frames that don't have the kickstand, I almost never use them because I don't have a lot of available wall space where I live right now. So now I've just kind of come up with the rule that unless I absolutely am head over heels in love with it, it needs to have a kickstand. I got this for $2.99 and it's just this really pretty wood, very smooth. I'm assuming it's real wood. It feels like real wood. And I thought this would be a very neutral palette. Anybody could put it in their home and it would go. That's why I picked this up. Then the next one actually goes with it. So I liked that I could sit them side by side and they would go. This is definitely a little more dated in design, if that makes sense. So it's roses, floral designed in the frame, but a gold accent around the edges. I got this for 99 cents and I just love it. I don't think it would go with my decor, but I grabbed it because it was that color palette that I love. And as you know, I try to stick to color palettes that are in my own home just to keep me on brand for when I sell things to you guys. So I picked that up. It's the green, I think, that's throwing me. I don't have any green in my decor and I just don't think it would go. Although I have plants, which are definitely green, but I don't think of them as decor, mostly because they're just lined up on my windowsill because that's the only place I get sunlight. Anyway, I picked this up, probably will sell it, but I got this for 99 cents. Next come books. I actually purchased something that's a Christmas present. I won't be showing you that because it is a Christmas present for somebody. But when I'm shopping, I'm also trying to curate some wares for a Christmas drop. And one of the things I found was this mystery by Mary Higgins Clark called Silent Night. I've never read it, but I have read Mary Higgins Clark before, and I do love her writing. She's just kind of a classic author that I think everybody can get into, and she always does mysteries, so it keeps you engaged. There's always a twist at the end, and I really like her stories. It doesn't look like it's very long, so this could be one of those books that you curl up with on Christmas Eve and curl up with a blanket and a cup of hot chocolate and read a whodunit. So this will be in the Christmas drop. I have another book as well that I cannot wait to show you that I'm going to include in the drop also, because I feel like Christmas, you're holed up in the house, you don't want to go outside because it's so cold, so I figured I'd throw in some cozy items in there like books and whodunits and really engaging stories. I did not buy any clothes this time. I didn't even go looking, but I did stop by the scarf section. It was the first thing I ran into and I can't help it. Just sort of happened, okay? I did put a few back but this one caught my eye first that I am going to keep for myself. It's really lovely. It's this pale pink handkerchief, very silky. It does have some damage here at the corner, but that's honestly not a big deal to me. I may just cut it off and pretend like it's not damaged because I'm going to be most likely using it for my hair, this kind of situation, or tied around my ponytail. That's usually what I use handkerchiefs for, but I just think it's so pretty. I love the colors. The sun's coming through. Hang on, let me close this real quick. I don't know if you can see the bird designs on it, but it just looks really lovely. Very delicate, very enchanting, and I had to pick it up for myself. The next thing that caught my eye is something I'm gonna sell. This is another silk handkerchief, but it's huge. I mean, look at this. Look at the size of this. It's Japanese or Chinese, I'm not entirely sure, but it has, oh, I'm showing you backwards. This is the better side. It has a dragon in the middle and lots of cool colors that I feel like would go with anything, especially if you like vintage. I'm not saying this is vintage, but it just has that color palette that you often see. And this would go with jeans. This would be perfect for a festival. If I had a really tiny waist, I would even wear this as a belt. Just something to add a pop of color. I love using handkerchief scarves as accessories because you can literally use them however you want. You can use them in your hair, you can use them as a belt, you can wrap them around your wrist. I've seen some people do that. Depends on what you like, and I think the opportunities are endless. So I picked this up, figured somebody out there might like it. I will say this is not my normal color palette for when I sell things at all. But I don't know, it just was kind of a wild card thing and I picked it up. Definitely needs wash though. I will be washing any and all fabrics before selling them. This one is for me as well. It's a rose. It's a rose and it's my colors. It's black and white and cream. I mean, look at that. That is so me. If I hold it back, you can see it a little better. It's so cool. So it's a Marcus Adler brand, which I don't know, I've never heard of it. All the scarves were around $1.50. I thought with fall here and winter coming up, this was the perfect scarf that would just go with everything. I will say there is some slight damage, where is it here, to the middle section. And I did consider putting it back, but if you put it around your neck like this and just have it hang down, you can't see it. And my hair will be down, so you can't see it back there either when it's scrunched up. And even if I were to do something like this, wrap it around, it's so bunched up you'd never notice. So that was basically what made me want to keep this, because it's my color palette. It's roses, you know how I feel about roses, and oh yeah, here, you can barely see it. Nobody's gonna know. It's like that sound bite. They're not gonna know. How would they know? How would they know? I promise I'm current. But my hair is probably going to be down. It's usually down in the winter to help keep me warm. It's a really good source of insulation, surprisingly, especially when you have thick hair like I do. I'm just not worried about the slight damage. I was too much in love with it to care. Those are the two handkerchiefs and scarf that I purchased. On to glassware. So this technically isn't glassware, but it's something similar. It's a Martha Stewart napkin ring set. I got it for $1.99 and they're gold, of course. I have a lot of decor in my kitchenware and I thought this would be really pretty, especially for Christmas. Okay, so here's my plan. Any of my friends watching this, prepare yourself for December. I'm trying to get my loft in pristine condition to have my friends over for a Christmas party. So sometime in December, I'll be having my friends over and I think these will come in handy for them. Okay, now officially onto glassware. This was a set of 4. There was a 5th one, but I didn't pick it up because nobody's gonna buy an odd amount of glassware. I know I wouldn't, so I just picked up 4 and left the 5th one for someone else. But I got this for the Christmas drop as well. Look at it. It's gold and that frosted glass design with holly and pine needles, berries, and little gold bows. I got each of them for $1.99 and they're just beautiful. Look at that. Perfect for a glass of wine or maybe some wassail. Let me know, anybody in the comments, have you ever had wassail before? If you haven't, please go look up a Pinterest recipe and make it ASAP. It's perfect for fall. It's perfect for winter. I plan on making it for Thanksgiving and Christmas. So even if you don't drink, if you're not an alcoholic drinker, wassail or cider or hot chocolate even, I love having hot drinks in glass. But yes, I got 4 of those and I will be selling them for the Christmas drop. Probably shouldn't be showing you all of the Christmas things, but I also feel like that's how you get people excited, is to show them what's gonna be for sale, and that way they can, you know, mark it off, set the money aside, start saving up, basically kind of make it a part of their to-do list, purchase that when it drops kind of thing. I like when people show stuff. I don't know, it's probably not good marketing or good business ethic, but I just like showing you. Okay, this one, any ideas what it is? This will be for sale. I'm so excited. It's a glass bell. It has a muted gold handle, and inside it has a little crystal bead that makes it ring, and it's just the prettiest sound. This makes me think of It's a Wonderful Life. Every time a bell rings, an angel gets his wings. This will not be the Christmas drop. This will be for another event that I'm keeping secret and not telling you about. Like I said, I'll probably talk about it when I'm with Allie again, but for now, just know that it's an event that's gonna happen and I'm setting this and other things aside for that. I got this for $1.99 and honestly, this is hard to part with. I love it. I don't need it. I have no place for it, and someone out there is gonna love this as much as I do, so I'm going to sell it. Okay, I got a couple other things. This is so fun. This one might just be the chocolate sprinkles on top. This mug I got for $1.99. I liked the design on the top. I can't tell if it's Christmas or if it's just something generic for any old time, but I liked it because it was all white and it had just a touch of design. You know me, I'm a sucker for a mug. And I was gonna keep it until I looked at the bottom and saw what brand it was. Are you ready? It's Ralph Lauren. This is a Ralph Lauren mug. Made in England, copyright Wedgwood, I guess. I looked this bad boy up just to see how much it would cost on eBay or someplace like that. They sell for $130. Just one, not a set of 4, not a set of 6, one sells for $130. So I will be selling this. I'm not probably gonna sell it for $130 because I just don't want to be that person. It is Ralph Lauren. It is a collectible and a keepsake and something really special. No damage at all. And the fact that it has the stamp on the bottom, the fact that it's in perfect condition, I'm gonna sell it. I am so excited that I found this. This is so cool. This is why I love Goodwill, because you never know what you're gonna find. And I found this. And one of you lucky people can pretend you're Rachel Green from Friends and take home a mug from Ralph Lauren. The next item I got for 99 cents. I just love this color palette. It's not normally something I would gravitate toward just because it's not my typical color palette. However, I do love this kind of design. I love creams. I like browns. I think they can accent really well with the color palette I present not only in my own home but in my online store, and I am gonna sell this. I think it's lovely. I hate that there's something on the bottom so I can't see if there's a brand underneath, and I don't want to damage it by trying to look. I will sell this, not sure the price point yet, but just look how cute. I think this is lovely. That'll be going up for sale at the special event I can't tell you about. I'm really excited I found that. This next item, you're not ready. I wasn't ready. I had already decided that I was checking out. I was walking to the checkout counter when I found this, and I had to pick it up. You're welcome in advance. No, this is very niche, I would say. I think it would take a special person to want and love this, but I had to pick it up. It's a teapot. This is so cute. You put a candle in it. I bet you the steam comes out of the top. I bet you the steam comes out of the smokestack. There's open windows. It's just so cute. I got this for $2.99 and I just think it's so cottagey, which is very in right now. A lot of people like that. And so I thought I would pick this up. There's no damage that I can see at all. No chips, no breaks, no cracks. This is so darling, and somebody out there is gonna love this. So again, there's just an opening here that you can put a little candle, make your home smell nice. And that is everything I purchased from Goodwill today. I got all of these items for under $40, and I'm honestly so impressed. I can't wait to list them on my store. I can't wait for Christmas to come so you can get all the Christmas goodies I've been collecting. I'm really happy with some of the things I found today, and it's all at Goodwill. I feel like Goodwill especially is so underrated. You do have to dig sometimes. However, if you have an eye for it, if you know your brands, if you kind of know what to look for, you can sort of dismiss all the clutter and zero in on that item that you know will turn a profit. I'm not an expert in any way, shape, or form, but I do know some brands like Ralph Lauren. I know that's valuable. My taste leans toward the expensive anyway. My mom and I have this running joke that we both have this innate talent to walk into any store and without knowing the price, pick up the thing that is the most expensive. Because 9 times out of 10, that's the thing we want to take home. And then we look at the price tag and it's astronomically expensive. I don't know where that talent comes from. I don't know if it's just my taste and that just happens to be expensive stuff that runs in that taste realm, but I can pretty much pick out 1 or 2 valuable things out of a store without trying, which is great for you because then you get quality stuff. Anyway, thanks so much for coming along and thrifting at Goodwill with me. I hope you enjoyed the journey. I will say I didn't film in there as much as I wanted to. It was packed. It was so busy. I didn't film as much as I wanted, but I did come away with a lot of cool stuff and I'm happy about that. Let me know in the comments if you like this kind of thing. I love thrifting videos. I love watching them. I love making them. I love shopping them. I would certainly like to continue to do this because I think it's an affordable way for people to find quality things without breaking the bank. And there's just something about the challenge of searching through junk to find treasure. It's just fun to me, and I know it's fun to a lot of you. So if you like this kind of thing, please make sure to hit the like button to let me know, and also subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you never miss a future video from me. I have so many videos planned for November and December. I have an entire list on my phone. I cannot wait to start filming them. Some of them I've already begun to pre-film. It's going to be a good next couple months. I'm so excited. Obviously, a lot of it will involve holidays and shopping and hanging out with friends. It's going to be a good time. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks for hanging out to the end, and I will see you in the next one. Love you guys. Mwah. Bye.